What's up, guys? We got a cool one today. We've got, I believe this is from Resonance. We watched a ton of their content. Very, very cool. I'll link their channel in the description. But it says, one day in the positions of the armed forces of Ukraine, kamikaze drones made hell. This is going to be cool. Couple of things real quick, guys. First off, my name is Saxon. I go by Vegas here in Ukraine. I joined the International Legion for the Defense of Ukraine in January of 2023. I'm currently working with a different team now that I'm able to talk a little bit more about. I'm going to be working with a brigade called Hatya or Katya. I'm going to link a description or link to Katya's website in the description below. I am now recommending for internationals who want to come fight in Ukraine to join this brigade. This brigade is, like I said, a brigade I'll be working with, so I'll be able to work with you in some way. Also, it is a Ukrainian brigade, but they have their own international element within it. So I'm familiar with a lot of these guys, a lot of these team leaders within this brigade, and it's definitely what I would recommend. There's a lot going on in the Legion right now between command and the command structure and casualties, and I feel it's my obligation, because of how much I've talked about the Legion, to now recommend joining Katya because of what I know now. So check them out. They're very cool. Also, I did make some different breed patches. Got a woodland camo one, different breed. It's backwards, obviously, because the camera. Also, American flag, different breed. And I also have a black and white American flag with black and white letter text. I'm going to be giving these out to the soldiers, Ukrainian soldiers on the front line. I want to try to get as many Ukrainian soldiers as I know wearing some different breed patches. That would be so sick to me. And they love the American flag. So many of these guys wear American flags on their kit or their helmet or something. Also, anybody who does become a member, I'm going to be sending them a patch too. The whole member situation is new to me. But if it's something that you have at your disposal, something that you're willing to do to support me or support the channel, I could send you a patch straight from me, straight from Ukraine. Kind of cool, I think. All right, let's jump into this one, you guys. Position getting struck by kamikaze drones. Let's go.
Is that a cannon by chance? Cannon. Strike from the sky. It's on fire. It's on fire. We got a hit. Just in one day, in front of my own eyes, he destroyed an entire artillery battery. That's all. They're 200. What's going on up there? Enemy FPV drone is flying towards us. Be careful. We got Russian FPV above us. That's how drone operators are getting ready. Tell me, what do you have behind your back? A backpack full of drones and a few cables for ground control unit. What is the weight you're carrying on your shoulders? 20 to 30 kilos probably. In this episode, we will go on a combat mission.
That's probably about standard as far as how much your pack weighs. If you've got quite a bit of shit in it, I'd say closer to 20 kilos. But that is such a big pack, and it makes sense that it only weighs like 20 kilos because of, drones are lightweight. Cabling is probably the heaviest part of that. Let's move on.
With an FPV drone team. In this episode, we will go on a combat mission with an FPV drone team from the Terra unit. We will get an inside look at the specifics of their work and get to know a 19-year-old Ukrainian UAV operator from Ireland.
19-year-old Ukrainian UAV operator from Ireland. Interesting. 19 years old is crazy. The last video we just watched of the father and the son fighting on the front line, that kid was 19 too, dude, operating a Bradley infantry fighting vehicle.
Who returned from Dublin to take part in the War of Liberation. This was supposed to be a story about an ordinary day for these soldiers, but coincidentally, it was the day the Ukrainian Irishman set a combat record. For obvious reasons, we cannot disclose the location where these events took place. Eminem, friend, we're lifting off. If something happens, will Cosbar be able to back us up, please? I'm in the air. Since bastards are not coming to assault, we're coming for the...
I mentioned this in a couple when I was sharing my kit, my rig, plate carrier, that people carry knives on their kit. Perfect example right here. This guy's got a knife right here.
Them. A feat online, my friends, live. Look how they are walking freely. That's it. We're flying. Connection is present. We're lifting off right now. Activating combat readiness. Friend, they've entered this building. Third or fourth window from the left. They were somewhere around there, walking. Here he is, sitting. Do you see them? Yes. Smash him. Go. Right on target. That's all. They're 200. Beautiful. Good job. Nice one. 200s there. Yeah, we saw.
200 is killed. 300 is wounded. 250 is wounded, likely to die.
Ken, land it down. Okay, thanks, friend. It took a while to tie them since we couldn't see them. They were lying, hiding. We saw from the imagery how the orcs got blasted in pieces. I congratulate everyone on the first successful attack today. Let's get acquainted now. Friend, please name yourself. I'm Clyke, unit commander.
Before they even introduce themselves, I was like, oh, let's kill 2 Russians real quick with a fucking FPV. God, that's badass.
Nice to meet you. I'm Irishman, unit's pilot. Nice to meet you too. Hi, I'm Bagalo, unit's engineer and a chief of humor. You equip, attach these bombs? Yeah, I attach them to drones. Hello, I am Ken. I'm chief of wherever I'm sent. You're flying on Mavic, providing corrections, right? Yeah. Our team members are self-exchangeable. Everyone can change me, Ken, Irishman. No one can take the place of Clyke, though. Well, no. Unit's operation cannot be performed solo. For pilot to fly, he needs everything. Ammunition equipped. For example, you have to lead the pilot according to the coordinates, targets to improve effectiveness. That's an entire crew, whole mechanism, which can operate solely together. And we have to be interchangeable to take someone's role in case of an emergency. Hold it for now, Ken. Our imagery is gone. We were shaken. I do not know if we catch it. There are lakes over there and a road. Follow it, got it? And turn to the left, where the gas station was. Yeah, follow that road.
So it looks like the FPV was just jammed, or it's in some kind of a jamming radius. And they're using the optics from the observation drone now to fly the blind FPV, it looks like, to guide the FPV. You can see him look, he's using the controller, he's looking at his buddy's pad, which I think is the point of view from the observation drone.
Roger that. How's
the observation drone's usually the drone that's up a little bit higher that's watching if the FPV gets a hit, a wound, you know what I mean?
The image. Excellent. It's okay. The ball flew another way. Is this a cannon by chance? It's a cannon. Strike from the sky. Yes, got it. Exactly in it. No freaking way. Maybe we need to finish it off. There's a lot of them over here. We will check. We need to finish off all of them. There's like 9 of them. This was the 8th, right? Yeah, it's not a dummy, you sure? No, it's a cannon. We made our markers yesterday. Yesterday evening, we were observing how they were firing. So you prepared targets for yourselves? Of course, yes. There's another one in here. This one is closer. It's on fire. Fire! It's on fire? Damn it! We hit it well. It's on fire. Look, I see the target. Go for it. I'm finishing it off. Two. What would you be doing without me? Land it down, Ken. Second cannon is destroyed, right? Yeah, second one. The second D30 gun. And confirmation that the first one is smoking. Guys, well, I hope you will destroy an entire battery. Let's hope. Destroy 6 D30s by FPV? I didn't see that for now. It is a real professional challenge. Light rest for a recon soldier. Now tell me, please. In which Dublin district did you live?
Southside.
In Southside. Southside. Yeah. Please tell to every Southside resident.
Sweet AK-74 right there. The whole rail and the wooden furniture has been replaced with something much better, and some kind of real cool flashlighter at the very tip there. You can see, maybe even suppressor. I can't tell. It doesn't strike me as a suppressor, but some kind of laser or flashlight on it. Pistol grip. Nice Armalite mags. Sweet. No optic, but if you push it, if you're clearing trenches, you don't really need it. Or if you're just protecting your doorway, making sure nobody comes in, you don't need a fucking 6-time magnification optic. You just point and shoot.
What is Irishman doing in reality? Irishman is sitting, watching streams, looking for aggregations of these orcs, to fly into them with $300, $400 drone with a shell, so that they won't do this bad business anymore. How did you manage to get to war? Well, long story short, at 18 when the full-fledged war started, I was still 17 though. At that time, I was already eager to find somebody, somehow, to enter. In a few months, I'd be 18 already. I was looking for some way to get into the war. No one took me when I was 17 at the time. How did your parents let you go? You had a passport? They took my passport away. Did you have a passport of Ireland citizenship? I had the Irish citizen passport. The first time I wanted to flee, they took it from me. And then I applied for a new one. And with the new passport, I came over here.
Wow.
That's what I call motivation. Yeah. In 18 years of age, your passport was taken from you. You made yourself a new one? Yeah. Where did you get the money for the journey? Well, I had a job. I was working at a military store at the time. My salary there was...
You know, it's interesting. Living here in Ukraine, I see so many people who, you know, military age males who don't want any part of the fight, right? They do not want to go out there. They don't want to be in the military. That's why you see out here, police will come around and straight up stop military age men, pick them up, take them to the recruiting office, and have them fill out their paperwork. There's a lot of guys who just don't want any part of it, and especially the longer the war goes on, the lower the morale goes. The more you hear of horror stories at the front, the more you see people dying, the more your friends come back wounded, no legs, no arms, they can't see, they can't hear. I saw this guy the other day with a cut, I say, but he was sliced from chin to the top of his head, and I believe back like this, but it was, God, it was gnarly, dude. It was one of the gnarliest wounds I've seen in this conflict so far. Anyways, my point I'm trying to make is you see a lot of people who are born and raised Ukrainian. They just don't want anything to do with the conflict. And you've got a guy like this who was 17 trying to legally get into the armed forces of Ukraine. His parents took both of his passports. He worked, got another passport, and then fled and joined when he turned 18. So you got somebody like this who will do anything in his power to get there to help his country. And you've got other people my age, younger, a little bit older, who may be in good shape, you know, whatever it is, but they don't want to be a part of the fight. And I see a lot of people out here. I'm kind of rambling. I'm not rambling now, but I'm going off on a tangent here, but it's important. I've seen a lot of foreign fighters here in Ukraine try to give these Ukrainians a hard time. These fighting age male Ukrainians a hard time. Like, why aren't you out there fighting? Why aren't you out there with your brothers fighting? And it's usually some drunk foreigner saying some stupid shit to the Ukrainians. But the truth is, man, not everybody's born to be a fighter. Okay? And if these people understand this and they think they're going to be more of a detriment, they're going to be more of a hindrance to their team and to the other soldiers on the front, it's better that they're not out there. Okay? But there's a line that there's a line, and you've got to be honest with yourself. Which side of the line are you on? Are you being a puss and you feel like you really should be out there fighting, or do you really have zero knowledge, zero instinct when it comes to combat or trying to help your country? You know what I mean? There's a line. Are you scared, or can you really not do the job, right? But not everybody's a fucking fighter, man. It's important for people to realize that.
It's quite good. A few thousand euros per month. And that let me save up some money for the trip, since I knew when we came over here we wouldn't be paid instantly. I knew I needed some savings to live. So when you need something to buy, you don't really care much about it. I tricked my parents a bit. I hope they will forgive me. They will see you and forgive you. Are you in touch with them right now? Of course, yes.
Oh, good.
Do you send them results of the damages? Sometimes. When, for a few days, I cannot write to them. I send them videos with destroyed targets. All at once, they reply with a plus, and I'm like, that's it. They're not angry with me. It's all okay.
Plus here in Ukraine, you hear people say plus or plus in their accent. It's like a copy that or roger that, acknowledged, plus. Or in a text message, you put the little plus. You'll either put plus text or a plus emoji. It means acknowledged, understood your message.
And what about your Irish friends? Do they call, write to you? Yes, we communicate quite often. And they help me a lot with a variety of stuff. How did you even join the Ukrainian army? Are you a Ukrainian citizen? You're born in Ireland? No. I'm a citizen of Ireland. Factually, whenever foreigners enter, everything is going through International Legion. And then...
That's not the case anymore. That's why at the very beginning of this video, I mentioned this brigade, Katya. Definitely, don't take my word for it. Fucking click on the link below. Check it out yourself. I'm telling you right now, as somebody who was in the International Legion, went to combat under the Legion flag, I'm glad I'm a part of Katya now. Or working with Katya.
While you're in your military division, you're getting checked by Border Guard Service, SBU, and 2 more facilities. After they confirm that everything is fine with you, that you're okay, you're given the contract. The very same contract as for Ukrainian citizens, but with the only difference, you can cancel it at any moment. Fly into the street.
Again, that's old. There's now a minimum of 6 months for a foreigner to sign a military contract here in Ukraine. 6-month minimum. But he was absolutely right. That was the case when I was in the Legion as well. There was no minimum.
Where there was a smoke. Cancel it at any moment. Fly into the street. Where there was a smoke.
Нормально.
Кен?
Ken, did you do something?
Ничего не делал.
Keep it up. Maybe it's been shot down.
Може вони вже...
Maybe they're finally awake. I'm lifting it up. Image signal. Looks like the drone was shot down.
Цезар. Взрыв.
Explosion? That's all. Explosion. Let's switch and fly. It was shot down. One more time. Let's switch and fly again. Yes. I can only imagine what is happening in there. That's a sign. You struck them real good. Firstly, you will need to look at that cannon at the same time. Hit another one. Hit another one, yeah. You cannot hover over it for a long time. Okay, do not hurry. I'm not hurrying. Here's a cannon. I see. Fly into it. Third cannon flying in. That's it. Hail to the enemies. Didn't you detonate a bit too soon? No. You got right into it? Well done. It was quite a boom there. That's insane. We got used to it. You see, there was a dummy on the right side here. It was a dummy? Yeah, just on the right. So they covered their positions with dummies, and you managed to determine which gun is real and which is fake? Imagery was lit. Yes, the imagery was good. Who set up the equipment? The dummy was seen quite good. Well, it was seen good for those who set up good imagery quality drones. Your engineer performed well, and you managed to spot it. Click.
It's that kind of experience right there is what makes other nations and other militaries want to hire and learn from the Ukrainian and Russian soldiers, because experience like that what he just did where he was flying a drone, he saw a fake built up artillery system, navigated away from it and went to the real one on some grainy ass pixelated POV. That only experience can develop a skill like that. And that's why North Korea's and Russia trying to develop some of these skills and learn from only skills that can be taught from experience that the Russians are learning. That's why the Poles and the Germans and the French and the British are all trying to learn from Ukrainian soldiers. The US, that's interesting. Their experience is invaluable. It is the most valuable wartime experience to date, because this is two modern militaries going at it, which has not happened yet. It's always been there's always been an underdog and a big dog fighting, whether it's the US and the Taliban or you name it, right?
Look, that's what teamwork means. Crew work. Each of you four contributed to the target spotting and demolishing the right cannon. To the right. Look, there should be a cannon somewhere here. Yeah, somewhere it should be here. I will approach it from the left. I see. Turn it. Look whether it's exactly it. Here. Here it is. We found it.
Yep.
Here comes a hit. Clicked. You stopped showing any...
I didn't even see that. When I said yep, I thought there was something in the rubble of that building. I didn't even see that thing.
Emotions at this point. Simply silently. Yeah, it was D30 exactly. We found it. Did you destroy the fourth cannon right now? Yes. Are you sure it wasn't another dummy? Yeah, we had a fine imagery of it. We are trying to find the fifth Russian cannon. 4 are destroyed. Absolute record of Ireland, and a great achievement for Ukraine.
Ебать.
Да. Вверх.
Бэм.
Another cannon. It's over. Just onto the top. I think I deserve Glock for sure already. Or at least a bullet for it. Hell yeah. At least an ammo cartridge. Glock award is very cool. It's just wow. Yeah, that would be cool. At 19 years of age, having a Glock award. Seems like it is. We found it.
Бэм! Бэм! Все.
Це була Д-20.
It was a D20?
Д-20.
Yes, D20 cannon.
Д-20.
Це Д-20 було.
Отут де 20, так?
Further down the road? Yes, yes.
Повреждено.
Повреждено.
It's already damaged.
Зверху немає тих хуй.
А, чорне.
Wow, it was close to us.
Що там
What's going on there?
Півішка.
Enemy FPV drone is flying towards us, guys. Be careful. Directly above us. We got Russian FPV above us.
Над нами FPV російська.
They are searching for us. They are looking for those who demolished 6 of their artillery cannons.
Який це вже
What's the count of takeoffs for today? It's 15th. It's unbelievable. It's 15th. We still have one left.
Перший раз бачу.
That's the first time I've seen an entire artillery battery is demolished by an FPV drone unit. The enemy FPV drone is hovering in circles above us now.
Добре вичисляти.
They're spotting. They can blast our car. No, this FPV flew further ahead.
Да.
Seems like it goes to... Yeah, it looks for cars over here and proceeds further.
Уявляю собі.
I can only imagine the state of the Russian artillery commander. Friends, a historical event. I had an honor to observe how an entire enemy artillery battery was destroyed by Terra FPV drone units of the 3rd Storm Brigade. 2 cannons destroyed, 4 hit, and 2 Russian occupants terminated in the morning. Phenomenal historical success,
Блискучий успіх історичний, який показує
which shows that the proper organization and usage of FPV drones can do a lot in the war.
I love how he's just hyping up his boys right now. That's how it should be, man. Because what they did was incredible. Straight up. And I didn't realize this was 3AB, 3rd Assault Battalion. These guys are incredible. I've been learning a lot more about them as far as their training goes and what your average 3AB soldier goes through. And these guys, they're very well trained unit.
A few days later, for its effective work in particular, for this effective counter-battery fight against the enemy, and for this combat record, the Irishman received the coveted award. Namely, the commander of Terra's unit, with the call sign Abdullah, presented him with a personalized service weapon, an Austrian Glock 17 pistol.
Bruh. That is so cool. He got the Glock award that he wanted.
If you are interested in today's episode and would like me to continue doing episodes like this next, then please let me know by hitting the like button and leaving.
Check them out, guys. Resonance, they have some awesome content. We've done reacts to a lot of their stuff. Always, I will leave their channel linked in the description below, as well as the link for the application for the brigade that I'm going to be working with, which is Katya. Definitely check them out. Like I said, don't take my word for it if you don't trust me. If you're new to the channel, you don't trust me yet, check out their website and then check out the Legion. You pick, you know what I mean? I have been in the Legion and now I'm working with Katya. I encourage you to look at Katya rather than the Legion. Okay, I love you guys. See you in the next video. Like, share, subscribe, do all that shit.